What's up, guys? It's Cyclone here, and we have another tier list from the Hunter x Hunter Reddit. Now, I've gone through this one, and I have some problems with it. There are some decent parts, but let's just get started here. First off, he doesn't want to include characters like Nick or Benjamin, which we don't know what they can do in a fight. However, he puts Don't Freaks at number one. All right, well, that's completely invalid top of your list. I mean, do we actually know what Don't Freak can do in a fight? We know he could still be alive on nitro rice, and maybe he can't be diseased. Maybe he has a regen thing or a defensive bubble around him, but we don't fucking know. So how can you put him at the top of the list if that's in a fight? He says in a fight, which again, we know nothing about what Don't Freaks can do in a fight. There is a lot around his name, oh yeah, but there's no proof. So, Post-Rose Meruem is the strongest character that Hunter x Hunter's ever shown. All right, can we start with that? And no debate. There's not a single debate. There is a character stronger than Post-Rose Meruem in general combat terms. The only way you can beat this guy is with some absolutely hacks specialist ability or manipulation ability. Otherwise, you cannot physically incapacitate this man or this thing. You can't do it. So, Post-Rose Meruem is the strongest being. Beyond Netero, there's no way someone that's already survived Dark Continent once and went on to train himself for 50 years and then go there again can't be up this high. I know, Beyond Netero has all the hype and the name behind him, and I can't wait to see what he does. I think he's Royal Guard level. I think he could actually contend against the Royal Guard, maybe beat them. But he's not stronger than Pre-Rose Meruem. Oh, boy, this, shocks me. He's not counting Adult Gone. Temporary conditions don't count in this list. So, no, the list goes like this. Post-Rose Meruem, Pre-Rose Meruem. There's no debate. I'm sorry, there's no debate. After seeing what Netero's entire aura capacity did to Pre-Rose Meruem, there is no debate that he's not second to himself. Enough already. Then even better. Now we get to where I've always had a problem. The fan base, this guy hates the guard. And he puts them all the way down below these humans. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Okay, Isaac Netero, Pinnacle of Hunters, the Palace Invasion, although that's also kind of debatable at the time of the invasion. So your logic is also kind of flawed here. Jing Freaks. I think we have to go, he's a top 10 human hunter, easily top 5 human hunter, but we still need more feats to really gauge how capable he is in direct combat. I mean, it's going to be pretty disgusting when we see it. I think he's going to make our jaws drop a little bit. Or just clean off. My jaw might just unhinge and fall off. So, we know he's crazy. But, Bodabai, Silva, Jing, Razor, and then the guard. Oh my god. This is when I get triggered, man. The story shows us that Netero was out of their league when he self-evaluated the aura capacity at birth. Pito, basically at birth, a week old maybe, Netero's I can't touch that thing, we're really fucked. That's what he was basically saying that. And then we see what he does to Meruem, and it's barely anything. So to tell me that Bodabai, Silva, Razor, who are all fantastic characters and they're very powerful, right, are above these guys? No. I say that the guard beat Netero old with high difficulty, but they still beat him ultimately because I don't see the feat that Netero's Buddha can damage an opponent in that realm enough. Plus, they have abilities to get stronger or heal, or Poof can spread the particles around, and then Netero can't hit anything, and then Poof reappears right in front of him And the Buddha can't stop him. Like, we don't know, right? We don't know. We don't fucking know, man. So no, no. And by the way, the best is at the end. You only see two names here, right? Yeah, we'll show you. But this is where I get like triggered. No. Silva over Pito. I'm done. Like, can we go home? No. The guard go up here. The guard go up here. All right, so we can get that out of the way. Then these guys, you can kind of like put them in a realm, even though again, there's still a lot of assumptions. Like Bodabai, do we really know that? Do we really, like, have we seen it? I know it's implied, but have we seen it? Can he blow up a mountain? Or can he blow up a building? Like, what do we don't know any feats. Or can he like take the mind control of everybody? Terrorist hunter. He's probably better at intelligence gathering than combat if he's a terrorist hunter. Okay. And then, this is where the list actually is pretty solid. You know, Xeno, by the way, Razor over Xeno. Okay. Dragon Dive, here we go. Chrollo, post-revival Ahsoka. Biscuit, this is good. This is good. I like what I'm seeing here. If we move the guard up and then have this list as it is, I'm pretty comfortable. This is good. And we have yet to see what Ahsoka's really like post-revival as a zombie. But okay. Bisky, yes, I do think due to her lack of versatility, she's a little bit below these guys. But in some scenarios, if she got a clean hit in, like from behind or something, she could really do some serious damage. Pariston. Now, this is where things get a little bit, like, up to you. In the current arc, for example, Pariston would be uber god. He would be so godly in the Succession War, he'd be the most powerful character in the arc. There's no way he wouldn't be. I put characters like a Pariston, or look at Cyridnik because of his ability and his and just pure genius. But then you got like people with connections, people with followers. Morena is so dangerous. Pariston would be so busted. If Togashi somehow got Pariston involved eventually, which dude, I might jump out a window. If he's gonna write in Pariston, I'll be so excited. Then we have, like pre-revival, Illumi, Uvogin, Nobunaga, Killua, oh boy. And then Kurapika and Morel. Oh, yo, my man Morel. You could argue that he's a little bit higher. I think he could be. I think, actually, you're going to think I'm crazy for saying this. I think Morel is more capable than Uvogin in most scenarios. I'm just saying. Although, he wouldn't want to fight him maybe without planning. I think with planning, Morel could really fuck up Uvogin eventually. Like, a character like Rabid Dog, a pretty forgettable level hunter in the grand scheme of things, ripped flesh clean off of this impenetrable enhancer. He wasn't at 100%, but even so, I don't know. Morel probably couldn't physically hurt Uvogin that much, but I feel like, especially if there was a way to have support, or hell, what if Morel like put a bomb in his smoke and then like set it up? Like, we don't know what Morel could really get creative with. There's so much though. Like, imagine if each one of his puppets had a bomb with it. Like, whoa, there's a lot he could probably do with that. So again, it's relatively fine. Knuckle above Kanzai. Yo, there's a lot of assumptions. Finks under Knuckle. Ooh, I know people are going to start getting pissed about hearing Kite and Finks and Phaeton below Knuckle. Oh, shit. Remember, Finks soloed basically an ant captain pretty easily. And they were at that squadron leader level. They were there. They were at that level, pretty much. So, but I could see why you put Finksler, but Phaeton with some additional training and sharpening. Ooh, that's a little controversial. Poof! Here's the killer. This guy hates Poof. This is a Poof hater, man. He hates Poof, and he put him at the very bottom. Yo, Poof is. Oh my! Oh my god, dude! Oh my fucking lord, dude! Dude. Okay. I want to start by saying this. Having fighting power is great, but having the fucking particles, brainwash, pure fucking brainwash. He flaps his wings and you're a zombie. Like, what on the fucking earth? Now, the only thing that I question is if people can prevent that with their aura, their Ren. I don't know. It was never 100% clarified. But dude, he made Nove melt into a puddle by just breathing out. His aura was so terrifying that even like someone at Nove's level was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. I'm never coming back. I mean, that indicates such sheer power. Even if he's not a fighter. Like, are you serious? This is a travesty placement. This is a travesty. This guy just hates Poof because he's annoying. But Poof is such an important character in the arc, and Killua burned him with his electricity, and Poof was a full size. He wasn't even near complete at that stage, and he had given his life essence to Meruem. What people fucking forget that? Like how, dude? People fucking forget that we never saw full level Poof actually do a shit ton of fighting. He was either in particle form or was just, trying to manipulate people mentally. Yes, the one thing we saw is when he kicked down Morel and took his pipe. But there's a reason I think people don't understand. Poof would want to torture this fucker. He wouldn't want to just kill him. That guy knows so much about the hunters. And taking his pipe away basically disabled him. And Poof also knows that the abilities this guy had were very dangerous and manipulating. So he wanted to neutralize the threat. And then a bonus, feed him to Yuppie. Like, he didn't care. There's no indicator that Poof actually had to try in that scenario or tried to injure Morel. I think Morel's a beast. But I think if Poof really wanted to hurt him, he'd punch a hole right through his fucking gut. Like, okay? So the implications are there. The implications are there, guys. His raw ant nature makes him far greater than a human by default. By default. Newborn Pito slashed through Kite with one swing. And he was helpless, basically. And then she toyed with him for a while. They destroyed the forest, and she was sitting there with some dirt all over her face. Like, that's basically what happened. And he was beheaded. Anyway, guys, that's going to do the video for me today. This is Cyclone, signing out.